This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we show you the flavor of life here in the District of New Jersey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to INCRadio New Jersey Satellite Studio. Today, we're focusing on physical health, specifically upper body. I don't really have any muscles here, but we're going to work on that, hopefully. Well, we'll see. We're stretching today, but maybe in a future episode, we'll be building muscles. And today, to show us how to stretch our upper body, we have our very own physical therapist, Marisol. Hey, Marisol.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, or wherever you are.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Just to give our viewers an idea of your background, how long have you been a physical therapist?
I stopped counting at 20, Leia.
You're not even that old. How can you be?
No,
How can you
no,
be
I
that old?
graduated. I graduated 99, and then I started working right away. So,
Wow.
so do the
Wow.
math. So, but I stopped counting after 20 years. I don't want to count anymore.
Okay. All right. I know everyone, our viewers in the live stream, anyone who's watching live, we're going to be doing demos in a few minutes. So if you want to also get comfy, get situated, no one's going to be seeing you on camera like you will be me. So hopefully I won't truly mess up anything. But I'm not an avid stretcher. I used to be, but not recently. So let's start off first, Marisol, with the question: what is the importance of upper body flexibility?
For upper body flexibility is crucial. I think most of us just focus on lower body stretching exercise, but upper body flexibility is as equally important as lower body flexibility as well, because we do a lot of activities every day. Even sports, we use our arms, we use our hands, we use our upper body. So it's important to keep our upper body flexible to maintain full range of motion. Like for, let's say, baseball players, you need full range of motion of your shoulder, right? To be able to throw or pitch or catch or throw whatever it is that you do in your sports, right? So full range of motion to prevent injuries, because if your muscles are tight, you are really prone to hurting yourself, like muscle pull, muscle tear. So it will improve athletic performance, and also it will just enhance overall physical function if your upper body is flexible. And also it's you commonly hear like my back hurts, like lower back pain, right? It's not only isolated to the lumbar area or the low back area, because if your upper back is also tight, it can contribute to the entire pain, like the entire spine, because our spine needs to move as a unit. So you don't just focus on the lower part, you also have to focus on the upper part.
Okay, so that just I know our viewers are like, what is a lumbar? So the lumbar spine is the one on the bottom, and then what's the spine part on top? Is that
So just to give you, like a little education, medical education. So our spine is comprised of four areas. We have the cervical, so like from the bottom of the head to like there's, the backbone. I'm sure you've seen a backbone, right? Like, so it's like square on top
and
of each
connect?
other. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cervical spine has 7 spines. And then after the cervical, we have the thoracic. There's 12 of them. So like the mid back is the thoracic, and
Okay.
then the lumbar is after the 12 spine, that the
Mhm.
T12, that's the
Yeah.
lumbar. There's 5 of them. And
Okay.
then after that is the sacrum.
Where
So
your tailbone is.
the tailbone is, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That wasn't too much science. So at least when we tell our doctors and we see our medical report, you know what all that is: cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacrum. Okay.
Sacral.
So sacral, not sacrum, sacral. Okay. So you talked about athletes needing upper body flexibility, but we also have everyday activities where we need flexibility, right? Doing
Right.
laundry, washing the dishes,
Yeah,
opening,
overhead
reaching.
lifting, reaching, yes.
Okay,
I'm sure
especially.
I know. Is it okay to mention that you suffered from a shoulder injury before, Leia?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting it on the other side as well. So I did have a frozen shoulder a few years ago, and I think I felt like I tore something at one point because I wasn't stretching. So yeah, that's perfectly fine to mention. And I feel like also I work at a desk job, so I constantly have pain. I guess you're going to be my physical therapist today. I constantly have pain over here,
Yeah,
not in my neck.
poor posture will contribute a lot to, to body ache, especially for like the kind of work that you do. You have a desk job, right? And with every one of us, everything we do is in front of us, right? Like we drive, we hold the cell phone, we're on the screen, we're on the computer. So imagine what's going on with the upper body. So we're like this all the time. So our chest muscles, or our pectoral muscles, we call it, are tight. And what does it do to the back? It puts a strain on our back because we're constantly like this. Everything is forward. So it's really not good for our back. So we always have to observe, proper posture, always open up and avoid slouching because it's just pulling on our, cervical
You know
and
that
thoracic
that's
area.
that's true, and I think I click on my mouse more than I type, but I'm just like this on my screen, or everyone's like this. I think everyone can relate to all
Yes.
their phones like this. Like this is an everyday activity, is it not? So, all right,
Yeah.
okay. So, what are the most common areas of tension in the upper body? I don't know. Are we ready
The
to?
neck,
Okay, so the neck. Uh, yeah, I think.
the
Okay,
shoulders, the chest, the elbow, and the forearms. We're really just talking about upper body, right? So
yep.
we're not
That's
even
upper
talking
body.
about lower body.
Yeah.
But yeah, the elbow and the forearm, the hands and the wrist, especially the hands and the wrist. We don't
Ooh.
realize how we don't really work our hands and wrists. When I do my stretch, like when I'm on my hands, it's like, and then I lean forward, like, oh, my wrist needs some stretching. So those are really the common areas that get tight in our upper body.
Okay. All
And we
right.
can contribute that a lot to, like what we do every day.
Yeah. Especially if we're doing it for hours at a time, our body gets, we're only in like a certain position and then the rest of our body doesn't get any attention. Okay. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous to do some demos. So, what are we going to do first?
Well, let's talk about like the common postural dysfunction. So we'll start from that. So like you said, we're always holding our cell phone, right? So there's this posture called the forward head posture where you're like this all the time. So you for to address this posture, the forward head posture, you need to do a chin tuck exercise. So you tuck your chin. It's not this, okay? It's
Okay.
not bending your head. It's just
Pulling
tucking your
back.
chin. So if you do
So
it.
pulling back
So
like
to our
this.
listeners, do it with us and Leia. Yeah. So you can feel the stretch. Do
Right
you feel the stretch
here.
at the back of your head, Leia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
So
here. I can feel it
tuck
like
your
this.
chin.
So not like
Tuck
this,
your chin and hold it for
like this.
not like that. Just straight back, like make a double chin.
That's easy. I have plenty. Okay.
Yeah, and hold it for like 10 seconds. And when you count 10 seconds, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to count slowly, like the second hand of the clock. So 1, 2, 3, to get the full benefit of
Okay.
prolonged stretching.
And
Okay.
how many reps should you do? How many 10-second
For the chin tuck, do about 10 repetitions.
10. So 10 for 10 seconds. Okay, that's only
Mm-hmm.
that's not that long. Okay. Oh, you
Okay,
can
and
really feel
then
that here. You could really feel it
yep.
here. It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It's uncomfortable, but it feels good.
Yeah, and some people who have very bad forward head posture, it's so difficult for them to tuck their chin. So
Mhm.
another way that you can do it is like with your head against the wall and kind of just push your head against the wall. I don't know if you can see me.
So just push it again. So should your back
Your head. Mm-hmm.
so it's your head. Should you
And
have
then,
space on your back or no?
well, if you are not rounded there, then there shouldn't be any space. But some people have rounded shoulders too, so they cannot push their shoulders against the wall.
Oh
So
no.
you're good, Leia.
Okay.
You're
Well,
good.
our warm up in the pre-show was good. I'm glad we did some. So I'm not complete. So before we go on, we just want to say, you know, Maricel is a physical therapist, but when we were talking, you shouldn't be in pain when you're doing the stretches, right, Maricel?
Yes. So the only sensation that you should feel is a stretching discomfort, not pain. So I hope you're able to differentiate between a real pain and a discomfort. But if
Yeah.
you're used to stretching, you know what a
Yeah.
stretching discomfort feels like.
Yeah. If it's painful, stop. And
Yes,
also,
acknowledge what your body tells you.
yeah, and then make a note of it, and then call your doctor and tell them that you're in pain when you do this, because it could be a symptom of an underlying condition
Something
or something
else.
else. Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hmm.
just want to remind everyone that you should always consult with your physician, or if you have a physical therapist, your medical professional, whenever you feel any pain in doing any of these stretches. And I think one thing to remind everyone is, don't go beyond what you should start out with. I mean, as a beginner, we're all beginners at one point. So uh this is not something that you should really well, we have other stretches that we're going to show you that might be a little more uncomfortable. So, do what's comfortable, right? Okay, so what else do we have?
All right. Next one is the forward shoulder.
So
Some people are,
just like
yeah,
this.
this is a very bad posture from a lot of computer or gaming or just
So
desk job. So we need to open up our chest.
okay,
So
so
there's so many ways to do it.
okay,
You can do it sitting, like
okay,
you can just clasp your hand behind your back
okay.
and
So should you pull up or just at the bottom?
pull mostly back.
So as far up as you can.
Until you feel the opening right here in your shoulder.
I
And you
feel
hold it. Where do you feel it?
I feel a lot of things.
Yeah, so hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. If you can get to 30, that would be best. But if you're a beginner, start with at least 15 seconds. And again, count slowly.
I feel the stretch in my shoulder, this shoulder area,
Right.
then also
Mm-hmm.
under here.
Your pectorals, yeah.
Yeah.
And then another way to stretch, Leia, if you can show them the corner stretch that I showed you earlier.
So you go to
So
the
find a corner,
and then you push
find a
forward.
corner, or even a doorway. Like, the doorway frame, you
Okay.
put your hands on each side and then just lean forward. It's really a good chest opener.
Yeah. How far out should you
And then
put your hands? Like, is it supposed to be out like this or forward in front of you?
out like a 90-degree at the shoulder and elbow.
Okay. Oh,
And then
this is
yeah,
really
right. And then
this
there's
is
a
really, you
variation.
can feel it right here.
there's a
Wow.
variation of that, Leia. If you do like, so you did this, right? If you do a V1, so go back there and do,
Is it supposed to
spread
be
your
like
arms out.
this? Like
No,
this?
spread your hands apart like
Oh.
that, and then lean forward. So
Oh.
it's just stretching a different part of that pectoralis
So
muscle.
it feels here. You can feel it here, and it feels great.
Mhm.
It's uncomfortable. It's a weird sensation, but it doesn't feel like it's going to pop. So that's always my concerns. Like, am I gonna snap something? So that actually feels
Well,
good.
yeah. So you determine how far you can go. Just listen to your body.
Okay.
Okay,
So
and then
how many seconds? How many seconds is that stretch?
15 to 30 seconds, 3 to 5 repetitions.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then the next stretch is, it's very common to have pain here, right? Like this muscle here is called the upper trapezius muscle, and another muscle. I'm just going to mention just for education, right? The upper trapezius, and then we have the levator scapula muscle too.
Okay.
But to stretch that muscle is, there's first is just straight ear to shoulder, right? If you are really tight, just the mere fact of doing this, you can feel the stretching here. But if you are a little more flexible and you want more stretch, you can grab the side of your head and pull it to the opposite side. And if you are sitting on a chair, I'm going to back up a little bit, you can grab the edge of the chair, so you're isolating the muscle. You're not like shrugging your shoulder. So just pull it to the opposite side. Again, 15 to 30 seconds, three
Wow.
to five repetitions.
That actually feels good when you release.
Yeah.
And you can feel it depending on your head position. You can feel it either on the side here or
Mm-hmm.
towards the back a little bit, right?
Right. And then there's another stretch similar to that for a different muscle. So you're in this position, right? You're just going to turn your head to the side, right? And then look down on the floor and then pull down. So you're stretching a different muscle here.
So are you using the arm in the direction that you're looking?
Yes.
Oh man, this one is this is a little more intense, but it feels good. I mean, I can feel it in the back right here along this
Mm-hmm.
line. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Next one is, we already did the pectoral stretch. So let's do some stretches for our arm.
Okay.
So pickleball is getting so popular now, right? So
It is.
when we started playing pickleball, like really doing it on a daily routine, I started feeling pain in my, like, the outer side of my elbow. It's called like the
Tennis
tennis
elbow.
elbow, the most common term for it. So it's really like repetitive movement. So when you do this, like your wrist movement and your elbow, so if your muscle here is not flexible, you can have pain or discomfort right here on the outer side of your elbow. So to minimize that, or to prevent that from happening, you have to stretch your forearm and your elbow.
Okay.
So this is one way to do it. So stretch your elbow out,
So
grab
to be
your
straight
wrist like this,
and pull it
and
down.
then pull it down, hold it for 15 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
It's the same number, okay? So we'll
Okay.
it's always 15 to 30 and 3 to 5 reps. So, and then you can also do the opposite.
I feel like this will help also heavy cell phone users because your elbows get tired from
Yeah.
devices, right?
Mm-hmm.
This
And
actually,
then the feels good, right?
yeah, it does.
And then also stretch your triceps.
So it's this one.
We all know this stretch, right?
So for this stretch, I do have a question. So what should your head position be? Should it be down or should it be like, should you be pushing against your arm?
This is straight out, like,
As so it should your so your head should be straight forward.
uh-huh. Yes.
But
Because
if
you
you
don't
can't,
want to strain your neck.
so the stretch you should feel should be in the upper arm area on the outside.
Yes, the triceps, if you know where that is, it's the muscle at the back of our arm.
Okay. I do feel
And
that.
also, like the shoulder. It's a
And the
shoulder
shoulder.
stretch too.
So this is also 15 to 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
How many for each side?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Oh, I'm starting to get hot.
For for our mid back, it's very common to have pain right here in our
Yes,
thoracic
it
area.
is. Yes.
I'm sure most of us have heard the cat and cow stretch, where it's most commonly done on hands and knees, but you can
Okay.
also modify it. You can also modify it by sitting.
Okay.
So just cat
Cat is forward,
and
right?
cow.
Okay. So tuck in and then push
Mm-hmm.
out.
And yep, this one you don't have to hold for seconds, just repetitions of this, but you really want to squeeze your shoulder blades when you're in this position, and then really round your shoulders to
Okay.
get the bending of the spine.
So how long do you hold each position? 1 second, 2 seconds,
Maybe 2 to 3.
2 to 3, and then how many repetitions for this one?
Do about 10 to 20.
This is a good one for like a desk break if you're at a desk.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
it's like, you might be having an annoying day. You can just, get
Yeah.
some of that energy out.
Just loosen up. Yes.
Yeah, because that's where the tension is, right? When you get upset, it's up here. So what
Mhm.
else do we have? Oh,
Now let's go down to our hands and wrists. So for our beloved elderlies who have arthritis of the fingers and the hands, so you just have to really work your finger range of motion, like do squeeze, like flex your fingers back and forth like
this is
that,
like this is like a
20 20 to 30 times. It's
this is the thing
easy.
you do with the baby, right? Close, open.
Close open.
Right, this is what we do with the babies. Right, that's a game. That's a thing we do with them. All right.
And then you can place your hands flat on a table and really just spread your fingers
Okay.
open.
So when you're flat at the table, should you be sitting or standing? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can be
And
you can
and
be
how hard
sitting.
and how hard should you be pushing?
Like spreading it as far as you can spread it. Again, within the pain limitation. Don't go beyond the painful point.
And your wrist should be level as well, or it doesn't
Your
matter.
wrist, yeah, your wrist should be neutral. Like
Okay.
neutral meaning it's a straight line. You're not like this and you're not like that. So
Okay.
it should be neutral.
Okay. So as far apart as you can, and then hold for how many seconds? Is
For
30.
about for about 15 seconds.
Okay. And should you rest in between stretches for this one because it's arthritis?
Yeah, quickly, very very quickly. Again, pain sometimes is, I wouldn't say it's good, but it's important because it's our body's way of telling us that something is wrong. So
Yeah.
acknowledge pain, respect pain. It's there for a reason.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What else do we have? I see the time. What else?
um we have for those with frozen shoulder or like limited shoulder motion, you can do the wall slides.
So how fast should we
So
be
start
going up?
start from here and then just walk your shoulder up, your hand up as far as your available range of motion. And when you get to that end part, you hold it there for again 15 seconds.
How far should you be standing from the wall? Does it matter?
Well, you should be standing far enough so that you can get your arm as high as you can.
Okay. All right. And then when you're done, you just
Okay?
like go like this?
When you just walk it down.
Oh, you walk it back down. Okay. This
Mhm,
going
and then
down
go again.
going down is harder than going up. Okay, that might take me some time to come back down. Okay.
So that's for the forward. You also have to do sideways. So you face
Sideways, so you go like
this
this.
way.
Oh, this one is
Yeah.
harder. This one was harder for me, like when I was injured. This one was
Mhm.
harder. Yeah, because you also have to kind of step away, but okay. Oh, I feel some burning of the calories, Maricel. I'm getting hot, which is good, right? Which is good. What else do we have? We have one more.
uh, do
What
you
about the
want the
shoulder rolls?
pendulum?
The
Oh, the
shoulder.
shoulder rolls. So
Oh,
this is not stretching per se, but just like a mobility exercise. This is good maybe to warm up before you do your stretches. Just warm up the shoulders. So do
okay.
shoulder rolls
Okay.
backwards about
Okay.
10 to 15, and then forward.
Okay. I'm getting flashbacks from gym class when I was little. So, these are all the things my teacher used to tell us. So, okay. The swinging
And then
pendulum.
do
Oh, the
some
neck rolls.
neck rolls. Make sure you do a full circle so you get every angle of the neck.
How fast should
Go
you be going
clockwise.
though? How fast should you be going when you do that?
This fast.
So moderate. Okay. Because I know we used to also. Okay. All right.
So do clockwise and then counterclockwise so you get, to all the different angles of the cervical spine.
But don't do it so fast that you get dizzy, right?
Yes, especially for those with vertigo, it's
Yeah.
not good. Actually, you don't do that when you have vertigo.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Yeah. And make sure someone's next to you if you're going to be doing stretches if you have vertigo so they can watch.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I like the pendulum, but I don't think I can demonstrate it properly because you won't be able to see me. So can you describe it?
Yeah, so you just you need a table. Like I have a table here. So if I'm working my left, I rest my right hand on the table and
Okay.
kind of just bend forward. Let me lower my camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Just bend forward and just let that left arm hang and let gravity mostly do the work and just do circles.
Okay. So,
This is actually good for like pain relief for frozen shoulder. It's not really for stretching. It's just like for pain relief and joint mobility.
but also in this exercise, I can feel my the rest of my back stretching. So
Yes.
it's nice. I know some people are like stretching is nice. It's like it's nice. It's a nice feeling.
It's a
Okay.
nice feeling. I always tell my patient that I sing the song to them, like that the line of the song, it hurts so good. It hurts so good. Like it hurts, but it feels good.
But it doesn't, it's not painful. It's just uncomfortable. Like I think you can get used to it, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do we have any more before we wrap up?
I think that's about it for the
That's about it.
demonstration.
Okay. So how often should we be doing these stretches?
So ideally 2 to 3 times a day. Now I know we don't have that time in our daily lives, right? But if you can devote like 15 minutes of just stretching maybe in the morning before you leave for work or you go about your daily activities, and then the other two or three times for the day is do like breaks. Like if you are working, say you are just reading your screen, right? So while you're reading, you can stretch like this. You can just incorporate it, just make time for it. I'm sure we're not too busy enough to love ourselves, to give ourselves 15 to 30 minutes of stretching because your body will love you for taking care of it, and if you have if you are pain free, you are more productive, right? Because you're not stressed, you're not hurting. So just really give yourselves time to love yourself.
Yeah, that's true. And even if you're cooking, you can do some neck rolls. If you're just sauteing something, it's just a minute or two
Hmm.
of your life, right? Or
Yeah.
or while you're waiting. Well, I wouldn't do it on the line in the grocery store, but there are
Well,
those
why
times.
not?
Well, sometimes it's a long line, right? So you're standing there for a long time. So if there's anything that anyone watching this should remember about this episode, what are the most important things to remember?
Yeah, we have to remember also like the common mistakes, right? We didn't discuss that, but when you're stretching, make sure it's a steady motion. It's not a bouncing or a jerky
So
movement.
so don't do this or like that's
Yeah, don't
bouncing.
jerk or when you're
Or when
doing
you
this,
do this, don't pull, don't pull.
mm-hmm. It
Okay,
has
and
to be
don't
a
pull.
steady motion.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, we mentioned that you have to stretch to don't go beyond pain or discomfort. And also don't hold your breath while you're stretching. Actually, breathing will help you stretch more. So say for example, I do this, right? When I inhale and then you stretch, and then after you exhale, you notice you can pull further if
Yeah,
you incorporate breathing.
I think
Yeah.
that's a part that just naturally, because you're doing something that you've never done before, so you forget to breathe. But breathing deeply, yeah, that's important.
Yeah. And not warming up before stretching. So especially in the morning, you have to do like the shoulder circles or warm up your body because you don't want to stretch cold muscles. You want to warm them up first. So that's another common mistake. I am guilty of that because sometimes like you don't have to, you just want to jump right onto the exercise. So you skip warming up, but you don't stretch cold muscles.
Okay. I know we're supposed to go to, is that it, Maricel?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. We have one question. Is it normal to hear muscle clicks while doing stretches?
Yeah, it's normal, as long as it doesn't
Painful?
come along with pain. Because sometimes it's just the soft tissues like rubbing against each other, or other structures, or sometimes like you have air in your joints that needs to pop. And that's totally normal.
Okay. Thank you, Casey Oralo, for that question. If our
Hi, Casey.
if our live viewers have any other questions, please let us know before the show ends, so we can have Maricel answer them regarding upper body stretches. But we're gonna go to our shout out section. I know we're short of time, so we won't ask our tech to play the bumper. So Maricel, for your shout outs, do you have any?
Just hello to all our listeners, and to our constant listeners who are supporting our show every Saturday. Please keep on watching and keep supporting our district.
Okay, and we want to say a huge shout out to Naima Walid, who is out there in South Africa right now. So we are thinking of you and wish you all the success in the upcoming Noteworthy program. We're so excited that you're there. Representing our district of New Jersey. So, okay, so from our live viewers team live chat, we want to say hello to Raymond Villegas. Good morning. He had the first comment of the day. We want to say hello to Sister Isla Rojas. Happy viewing po hashtag Elizabeth. From Arnie Jane, I go out and get a massage to relieve tension. I do that sometimes as well, but I think daily is the best kind of like stretching, right, Maricel? Like, unless you're going daily to get a massage, that can get a little pricey. But yeah, it's nice to have a professional give you massage therapy, right?
Yeah, once in a while, yeah, to
Yeah.
relax
How
the
long would you
muscles.
recommend for massage therapy for it to be effective? Is it 15, 30, 60, 90 minutes? What's to get you to an actual level where you can feel the difference?
45 to 60.
45 to 60. That's good to know because sometimes they only charge like 30 minutes, right? Okay, so we also want to say hello to Sister Mian Manzano Guerzon. Happy Saturday. Greetings from hashtag Philadelphia. We want to say hello to Tony Rose Valenzuela. She likes the hands and wrists that are good for piano fatigue, and also the neck rolls I saw earlier for choir. If you're in the choir, that's true. Okay, we also want to say hello to Rowena Guerzon. It's not painful, just uncomfortable. She's quoting us. Hello to you from the District of New York. And we want to say hello to also Arnie Jane from South Central States. And then your friend, I guess this is your friend, Casey Oralo from Winslow, and Sally Roman from Wrightstown, Kim Beloy from Whippany. Hello, Whippany. And also Michelle Rizzo from Philadelphia. Okay. And hello to Sister Jennifer Trinidad from the Long Beach, locale of Long Beach. Is it Long Beach, Orange County, California? Okay, so we are going to be moving on to our next segment. If we can have the bumper to our tech, it is the hashtags.
Now announcing our hashtag winners.
All right, for our honorable mention, congratulations, Bayon.
Ooh, Bayonne.
Our third placer, Philadelphia.
Ah, Philadelphia.
And our second placer, Aston.
Aspen, number 2. I don't know.
First place, it's not Winslow. Where are you, Winslow? First place, congratulations to Elizabeth.
Woo, Elizabeth, that's my local congregation. Okay, awesome. All right, and then next up we have our upcoming activities. So let's see that bumper to our tech.
Activity updates.
Okay, we only are promoting one activity today. It is tomorrow at 5:30. It is the Musical Evangelical Mission at Elizabeth High School, number 26. So if you haven't registered, you should have gotten the QR code to register yourselves, your friends, your family. It's open to everyone. So hope to see you there. All right. And always, please check with your local congregation for details on local events and the daily Bible study schedule. And last but not least, our CFO in action.
CFO in action.
The Kadiwa members of the Church of Christ in the District of New Jersey convened for their monthly meeting, delving into the vast resources provided by the Church through digital and online platforms, through incmedia.org and Digital Pasugo or God's Message magazine, official social media pages and accounts, and YouTube. With a focus on navigating life's challenges, they explored how these digital platforms offer valuable tools, including inspirational articles, videos, and podcasts. The meeting highlighted how these platforms provide access to spiritual guidance. Additionally, resources for the deaf community were showcased, ensuring inclusivity and equal access to spiritual growth. Equipped with this knowledge, they brainstormed ways to share these resources with non-members, leveraging social media to extend the church's reach. By harnessing technology, the youth aim to spread the message of faith, hope, and love, inviting others to experience the supportive community of the Church of Christ. And most importantly, the youth were reminded that they are Christians all the time, even online. Led by District Minister Brother Alex M. Reyes, the Brethren in the District of New Jersey continue to be united and active in participating with all activities approved by the church administration. And this was our CFO in action the last week. From the District of New Jersey, this is Sister Maricel Dagotot. More on CFO in action next week. See ya!
All right, thanks for that, Marisol. You're our producer for the CFO in action. We do have one question that I got. What about arm circles? Big arm circles. Is that okay or no? Should we not
That
do
is,
those?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like should we do one at a time or all together? And should they be big ones or like some people do the little ones? Does it matter or like how should we do it?
You can do, I would go like big ones.
Big
Like
ones?
just go the full range that you have available. You don't want to
Okay.
limit yourself to just a tiny range of motion. Or you can start small first,
Okay.
start small and then go big.
Okay. So, and how long should we do this for?
10 to 20 reps.
How many
No
sets is
hold,
that?
just repetition. You
Just-
don't have to hold it, just repetitions.
And how many times, how many sets of 20 should we do? Just one?
Two to three depends on your ability or your pain.
Okay. I was going to say, what part of the top is that targeting? Just the shoulder or the back as well?
The upper traps, the shoulder,
Okay.
the entire part of like the
Yeah.
top, the front, and the back.
Okay. Because I know some
If you
people,
go the other way.
yeah. Because I know some people actually don't like they feel more comfortable with movement. So that's a movement that they can do, a continuous movement, right? Okay, but not too fast.
Not too fast.
You might pop something. Oh, all right. We want to thank everyone who tuned in. We hope this, this is for me, I definitely got an extra extra workout this morning, in addition to everything else I'm going to do later. So thank you for that, Maricel, for showing us these stretches. We'd also like to thank our church administration for their continued support to our INC radio program and for allowing us to have this show where we can stay connected and especially learn together. We especially thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and our SEPSI president and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Manalo.
And before we say goodbye, we again thank all our viewers for taking the time to watch the show. We hope today's topic has given you enough ideas, and motivation to improve your flexibility in our upper bodies so we can live healthier, longer, and more active lives. See you on the next episode. Happy stretching, stay flexible, and love yourself.
Bye, everybody.
When was the last time you made someone smile? When was the last time you made friends with others?
Yes, please. Hi, this is Amaya. Hello, Amaya. Let's play together.
Include, invite, befriend. A small gesture of friendship can make someone's day. A message from INCRadio Mountain State Satellite Studio.
Be updated with the latest news, announcements, and trending topics worldwide. Be entertained and informed with different programs and listen to INC original music. Be inspired with exceptional stories of members of the Church of Christ all over the world. Subscribe now to INCRadio YouTube channel and make sure to turn on the notifications so you won't miss any new videos. For more tech tips and tricks like this, please tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, only here on URL. Update, review, and learn. Your weekly tech show on INC Radio.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Forever I can see.